darating tayo sa ganitong dako ng buhay natin na sa mathematics kailangan na nating magsagot ng word problems. Huwag katakutan, let's do this. Umpisahan na natin to.
I have you.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Kung bago kayo sa channel na to, please do subscribe, comment down below, and share this video to your classmates and friends, especially yung mga grade 9 para makasabay, makasunod at makisaya sila sa pag-aaral ng grade 9 mathematics. Sana ay hanggang ngayon nakatuto kayo sa tutorials natin. Ready na ba kayo? So, yun na nga, nag-prepare ako sa inyo ng iba't ibang types of word problems na ginagamitan or nasosolve using quadratic equation. These are only some of the few basic word problems na intended para sa grade 9 students. For the first problem, we have here motion problems. Example, two pilgrims, Michael and Bongbong, start from the same place at the same time and walk towards Antipolo Cathedral to attend Alay Lakad, which is 90 kilometers away from their place. Bongbong walks 1 kilometer per hour faster than that of Michael and reaches Antipolo Cathedral 1 hour before him. Find the rate of each pilgrim. So yun na nga, since motion problem po ang ating problem number 1, kailangan natin humiram ng konsepto sa science, which is yung rate is equal to distance over time. Since motion problem siya, kailangan natin muna gumawa ng table of representation para sa ating rate, distance, and time na ma-extract natin from our problem. And let us try now to analyze the problem. Ang sabi, si Bongbong daw walks 1 kilometer per hour faster than that of Michael and reaches Antipolo Cathedral 1 hour before him. So kung pagbabasihan natin sa rate, mas mabilis daw si Bongbong maglakad. So siya si magiging x plus 1 km/h. Mas mabilis siya maglakad. Then, si Michael, siya yung magiging normal pace natin kasi sa kanya kinompare si Bongbong, which is x kilometer per hour. Talking about the distance, they both started at the same place and at the same time. So, ang location nila daw, based from the problem, ay 90 kilometers away from the place. So, ang nawawala nating element din ay yung time. Kung nawawala yung time, gusto natin siyang mahanap and we only have 2 given, we can simply derive new formulas galing doon sa ating base formula by multiplying time to both sides of the equation. We have RT is equal to D. At time yung gusto nating mahanap, we divide both sides by the rate. So we have time is equal to distance over rate. Ito ngayon yung susundan nating formula to get time. So ano daw ang distance ni Michael? So 90 over, ano daw yung rate niya? X. For Bongbong, we have, ano yung distance niya? 90. Ano naman yung rate niya? X plus 1. Ayan, so kompleto na yung table of values natin. So we can now generate an equation and further solve the problem. Ang hinahanap natin, the rate of each of the traveler or yung pilgrim natin, which is Michael and Bongbong. So in order to solve that, kailangan natin yung equation using time. Bakit yung time? Kasi kailangan nating tignan din yung problem. Ang sabi doon, isa pang clue na binigay, ang difference ng kanilang travel ay 1 hour. Di ba mas mabilis si Bongbong ng 1 hour kesa kay Michael? So yun yung gagamitin natin rounds para ma-solve yung equation. So the difference is clearly 1 hour. So we can subtract this and equate to 1. So since mas matagal nag-travel si Michael, so siya yung mauuna. 90 over x minus mas mabilis si Bongbong kaya siya yung 90 over x plus 1 is equal to 1 hour yung difference nila. So ayan, equation siya na transformable into quadratic equation. So pag may fraction, ang gagawin lang natin is to multiply by its LCD, which is x and x plus 1. Next, is to multiply the LCD to both sides of the equation. So, makakancel yung x kasi parehas sila. 90 times x plus 1 minus 90 times, makakancel yung x plus 1 since parehas sila, x equals 1 times x plus 1. Simplify natin by combining like terms and distributing the common monomial factor to what's inside the parenthesis. So we have 90x, tama, plus 90 minus 90x equals 1 times x, x squared, 1 times x times 1 plus x. Combine like terms, 90x minus 90, 0 na sila. Then, we have 90 is equal to x squared plus x. Pwedeng yung 90 naman yung ilipat natin sa kabila kasi mas konti siya. Adding the additive inverse of 90 to both sides of the equation, then we have 90 minus 90 is equal to x squared plus x minus 90. 0 na yan. So, ituloy natin yung computation. We have x squared plus x minus 90 equals 0. Ano daw ngayon yung factor ni negative 90 na kapag pinag-add mo dapat 1 ang maging sum. So madali lang, we have 9 and 10. Pero we must be able to identify na 10 yung mas mataas para pag pinag-add yung 10 plus negative 9, positive 1 yung magiging sagot. Then equate this to 0, we have x plus 10 equals 0 and x minus 9 equals 0. We solve for the value of x. We have x plus 10 minus 10 equals 0 minus 10. Cancel. X is equal to negative 10. On the other side, we have x minus 9. So, x minus 9 plus 9 equals 0 plus 9. Cancel this out, we have x equals positive 9. Since rate ang tinitignan natin at rate ang hinahanap natin, we only take the positive value. So, ang magiging final answer natin is 9. X is equal to 9 kmph for Michael. And since ang rate ni Michael ay 9 kmph at alam natin na si Bongbong should be 1 plus the rate of Michael, that is 9 plus 1, we have 10 kmph for Bongbong. So, itong dalawa ang magiging final answer natin. Next example will be work problems. Marky and Gigi can finish cleaning the house in 2 hours. If it takes Marky cleaning the house alone 3 hours longer than it takes Gigi cleaning the house alone, how many hours will each finish the work alone? So, ganun uli siya, work problem. We need to set a table of value for the rate para hindi tayo malilito at ma-set natin ng maayos and systematically yung mga given natin rooted from the problem. So, meron tayong tatlong condition na binigay. Si Marky cleaning alone, si Gigi working alone, at saka these two kids working together. Ang sabi, Marky and Gigi can finish cleaning the house in 2 hours. So, together, sa loob daw ng 2 oras, kaya nilang tumapos ng isang cleaning job. Or yung buong bahay, nalilinis na nila. Next, if it takes Marky cleaning the same house alone in 3 hours, longer than it takes Gigi cleaning alone. So, kanina nag-compare? Kay Gigi. So, lahat sila 1 yung job na ginagawa. At ang sabi, Marky cleans the house 3 hours longer than Gigi. So, si Gigi, X hours, hindi natin alam. Pero ang alam lang natin, mas matagal magtrabaho si Marki kesa kay Gigi. So, siya yung magiging x plus 3 hours natin. How about yung rate? Paano natin makukuha? 'Di ba ang sabi natin kanina, rate is equal to job done over the time. So, if a fraction na natin sila, together, they can work 1/2 ang rate. Si Gigi, 1 over x ang kanyang rate. Then, si Marky magkakaroon ng 1 over x plus 3 na rate. And for our equation, generate na tayo. Marky plus Gigi is equal together, di ba? So, we have 1 over x plus 3 plus 1 over x is equal to 1/2. Ayan ngayon yung gagamitin nating transformable equation to quadratic para ma-solve natin yung problem. Ano nga ulit yung first step? Multiply by the LCD, and the LCD are all of those numbers na nasa denominator. So that is 2 times x times x plus 3. Tama? Then, solve natin, maka-cancel out na yung x plus 3 since same sila. 1 times 2x is 2x plus, maka-cancel yung x since yun lang yung parehas, ang matitira ay 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 2 ang parehas, so yun yung maka-cancel out, ang matitira po ay x and x plus 3. Sundan. Next, simplify the given equation. Simplify natin. We have 2x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to x squared plus 3x. That is by distribution. Distribute mo lang yung mga factors na nakikita mo outside the parenthesis, then that should be it. Next step is to combine like terms. So, since ang x squared ay nasa kanan ulit, lahat na lang dalin natin sa kanan. This will become 4x plus 6 equals x squared plus 3x. Continuing our solution, we should have, then you have 4x plus 6, negative inverse ng 4, negative 4x, negative inverse ng 6, we have negative 6 is equal to x squared plus 3x. We add the same number that we had from the left. We have negative 4x minus 6. Cancel na yung 4 and negative 4x. Cancel na yung 6 at yung negative 6. Natira ay 0 is equal to this value. X squared, 3 minus 4. X, we have negative x. Then, we have minus 6. I think we can factor this out na already. We have 0 is equal to the factor of the trinomial, the factor of negative 6 that will give you negative 1 as the sum. So that is x, negative yung 3, x, positive yung 2. Correct? Para negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, and negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Equating them to 0. X minus 3 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. Then, adding the additive inverse, we have x minus 3 plus 3 equals 0. Cancel plus 3. We have x is equal to positive 3. X plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 0 minus 2. Cancel out natin yung 2. So, x is equal to negative 2. So, meron bang time na negative? Wala. So, we only try to use the positive number as our final answer. Ibig sabihin, x is equal to 3. Then, GG works 3 hours. So, pwede na natin siyang palitan. For our final answer, GG works 3 hours. And since Marky is 3 hours plus 3, because mas matagal siya ng 3 oras magtrabaho kay Gigi. So, 3 plus 3, This will become what? 6 hours magtrabaho si Marky. So, kung hahanapin natin how long does each of them work, Marky works 6 hours and Gigi works 3 hours. Alone ha, separately to clean the house. Type of problem will be dimension problems. Example, when the length of each side of a square is increased by 7 inches, its area is increased by 189 square inches. Find the length of the side of the original square. So observe natin sa ating diagram that our original square is just x, ang kanyang side. Then ang area niya ay x squared because area is equal to side squared or side times side. Ang sabi, kapag dinagdagan daw natin ang side ng ating square ng plus 7 inches, then ang kanyang area na x plus 7 squared ay magiging katumbas ng x squared na dadagdagan ng 189 square inches. So, ganun yun ulit, pwede tayong mag-create ng table of values para ma-analyze natin ng mas maayos at mapili natin kung ano yung ipag-equate natin na parts ng given. We have two squares, the original and the new square. Ang sabi natin that the side of the original is x, then its area will be x squared. Ang atin namang side sa new square will be added by 7. Then therefore, the area should be x plus 7 squared. So yung constant natin na 189 square inches will play a very vital role. Saan natin siya i-add? Ang sabi, pag nadagdagan daw yung side ng 7, automatically yung original area niya, which is yung x squared kanina, ay madadagdagan daw ng 189 square inches for it to become equal to the new area, which is x plus 7 squared. So, yun daw yun. Basically, makikita na natin agad dito na sila yung mga parts na kailangan natin gamitin for our equation. So, that is yung x plus 7 squared daw na new measurement ng area is equal to the old area na dadagdagan mo lang ng 189 square inches. Let's try to solve and expand the binomial. So we have x squared plus twice the product of the first and second term, 7 times x, 7, twice 14x plus the square of the last term, 49. Then we have x squared plus 189. The next step is combine like terms. In our case, x squared should be placed on the left. So, kailangan nating mag-add ng additive inverse ng x squared. So, minus x squared on both sides. At yung constant, ilagay naman natin sa right side. In this case, yung 49 nasa left. So, we need to add the additive inverse of 49 to both sides of the equation. Let's start with x squared plus 14x plus 49. Then the additive inverse of 49 minus 49 minus the additive inverse of x squared is equal to x squared plus 189 minus x squared minus 49. Ito yung original part ng left side of the equation. And ito po yung original part ng right side of the equation. We just added the negative inverse ng mga gagalawin natin na parts. So, 49 minus 49 is 0. Then, makakancel na siya. X squared minus x squared is 0. So, ang natira na lang sa side natin na ito ay si 14x is equal to x squared minus x squared, 0 na siya. 189 minus 49. So, that is 140. Then, 140 and 14x should be divided by 14. Then, cancel 14. X is equal to 140 over 14, 10. x is equal to 10, then the original measurement of the side ng ating original square ay equal din sa 10 inches. Last among the kinds of word problems involving our quadratic equation will be the number sense problems. Examples are, the product of two consecutive numbers is 650. Find the bigger number. The second problem is, the sum of a number and its reciprocal is 13 over 6. Find the number. So these types of word problems are the most basic type of word problem involving quadratic equation. So, unahin muna nating isolve yung nasa left. Kung kukunin nating clue sa unang problem na isosolve natin ay itong dalawa. Consecutive number sila at ang product dapat ay 650. So, di ba pag sinabing consecutive numbers magkasunod, bali kung isiset natin yung isa as x, then the second number consecutive to x must be x plus 1. Kasi magkasunod lang sila. Halimbawa, 2 and 3 or 9 and 10. Mas mataas lang ng isa yung sumunod na number kesa dun sa nauna. Then, ang sabi dyan, pag pinag-multiply sila, their products must be equal to 650. Then we can simply solve for it already since we have the equations na. So, distribute lang natin, x times x squared plus 1 times x equals x is equal to 650. Then, removing the value from the right side, we need to add the additive inverse. So, x squared plus x minus 650 is equal to 650 minus 650. Subtracting 650 to both sides of the equation para makancel ito. Then 0, x squared plus x minus 650. Now, ano ngayon yung dalawang numbers na kapag pinag-multiply natin together, dapat ang lalabas na answer will be 650. So, kung magta-trial and error tayo, we can find out that the factor of 650 that will give you the sum of 1 kapag pinag-add mo should be plus 26 and minus 25. So, dapat magkaroon tayo ng x plus 26 equals 0 and x minus 25 equals 0. Adding the additive inverse, we should have x equals negative 26 and x is equal to 25. Sa problem natin, hindi naman sinabi kung positive or negative. Then, our x can be 25 and its x plus 1 is 26. Pwede mo rin namang sabihin na if our x is 26, then our x plus 1 is equal to negative 25. So, we can therefore conclude that the value for our x and x plus 1 can be, the numbers are the positive negative 25 and positive negative 26. This will be our final answer. Balikan naman natin yung final problem natin. A number can be represented by x and its reciprocal is 1 over x. Kabaliktaran niya in terms of multiplication, inverse reciprocal. Ang gagamitin natin na operation ay addition. So we have x plus 1 over x is equal to 13 over 6. Since may fraction siya, kailangan natin gamitin ang LCD, which is x times 6. Kung ano yung mga numbers na nakikita natin sa denominator. Then, this will become x times 6 times x. We have 6x squared plus common ng x, cancel, 6 times 1, 6 is equal to common ang 6, mawawala na siya, cancelled out, then 13 times x na lang. Adding the negative inverse of 13x to both sides of the equation para ma-equate na natin siya sa 0, we can have 6x squared plus 6 minus 13x equals 13x minus 13x. Tuloy natin yung computation. So we have 6x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. Bibigyan ko na kayo ng tip. For example, After you mag-simplify ng quadratic equation and you end up having a greater than 1, pwede na kayong mag-resort to using other types of solving quadratic equations, especially yung quadratic formula. Pinakamabilis tandaan sa lahat ng apat na process. At hindi ka gagamit ng trial and error, but instead, direct substitution. So, ayan, kung a is greater than 1, pwede na agad kayo mag-resort to using quadratic formula. Pero yung mga ganito, pwede naman siyang ma-factor out. Kindly check using quadratic formula kung same tayo ng magiging sagot. Upon factoring, I can say that pwede kong paghiwalayin as 6x or x ang aking factors. Pero upon trial and error, nakatry ako mga apat na beses, hindi pwedeng gamitin yung 6x and x. But instead, we are going to use 2x and 3x. Now, hahanapin naman natin yung magiging pair ni 2x at yung magiging pair ni 3x para yung factor ng 6 ay mag-add up into negative 13. So, we have both negative kasi positive yung ating last term. Then the factors of 6 will be, dapat maging 9 and 4 yon para maging 13, di ba? So, dapat meron tayong negative 2 dito at negative 3 sa kabila para 3 times 3 equals 9 and 2 times 2 equals 4. So, yun yung way ng factoring. Pero you can check with your quadratic formula kung magiging same tayo ng sagot. Then, equating this to 0, we should have 2x minus 3 equals 0 and 3x minus 2 equals 0. By adding the additive inverse of the constant, we will have 2x minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0 plus 3. We have to cancel this out, then 2x is equal to 3. Dividing both sides by 2, then x is equal to 3 halves. Finally, we have here 3x minus 2 equals 0. Then adding the additive inverse of the constant, we have 3x minus 2 plus 2 equals 0 plus 2. Canceling out the constant, we have 3x is equal to 2. Dividing both sides by 3, then x is 2/3. Let's check whether our answers are the exact reciprocal of one another. We have 2/3 and 3/2. By definition, a reciprocal is any number written as a over b and its reciprocal should be b over a. Magka-reciprocal na sila. Then, that's our final answer. So, that's all for today, guys. Sana na-gets at naka-follow kayo sa lesson natin for today. See you around next time. Bye!